we've been heavily focusing on Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, which are, of course, very high growth areas where we do believe we can get a much better footprint as well. And so that's actually happening. We've seen that with some pipeline wins the past year. We see that also with what's now coming down the pipe for this year.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Bram Gordon. He is the CEO of Ixeco. And Bram, it's great to see you. How are you?
Great, thank you. Thanks for having me, Steve.
Yeah, so the company had significant news again today, talking about another contract win that you've had, an exciting one. I'll let you sort of share the details with it with the audience.
This is an important one for us. It's a phase 3 trial. So it's when we get into these clinical development stages where we can really start to hope together with our clients, our sponsor, that there may be a potential approval for a treatment. It's in Huntington's disease, a highly unserved area of neurodegenerative disease, with a big pharma company. And last but not least, it's more than 3.5 million British pounds, which will be over 4 years. But as we know, with these projects, there's going to be scope extensions, there's going to be changes. And so this is a big one for us.
Yeah, and that really solidifies you in the market of Huntington's disease. I mean, we're hearing a lot more about it, especially over here in North America, but really around the world. So that really sort of puts you as a leader in the research around it.
I think so, yeah. We like to think that we are sort of the dominant neuroimaging player there. We know that we're serving most of the programs in that space. We've really developed a reputation there. We're working very heavily also with the Huntington's Disease Association in New York. So yes, sponsors usually find their way to us. Having said that, it is still a competitive bid and it is a competitive space. And so this one was hard fought, and I'm glad that the sponsor was fully convinced by the capabilities which we still bring to the space.
Yeah, and that doesn't sort of put you apart from going into other areas as well. I mean, you've had other contract wins in other therapeutics, which I think is an important distinction to mention.
Yeah, that's a good one, Steve. You're absolutely right. So obviously over the past months, and I started a year ago, and after the capital raise, which we did, we've been heavily focusing on Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, which are, of course, very high growth areas where we do believe we can get a much better footprint as well. And so that's actually happening. We've seen that with some pipeline wins the past year. We see that also with what's now coming down the pipe for this year. But then to have that Huntington's disease win is important, right? We need to keep our eye on the ball. We do consider this our bread and butter. But yes, definitely do expect more in the Alzheimer's space, more in the Parkinson's space. We did have a win with an Alzheimer's disease company earlier in the year. We've actually had a very good quarter, I should say, since we started the year on the 1st of October.
Yeah. Neurological diseases seem to be continuing to grow. Our population is aging. I think that's no surprise to anyone. We've all heard about that, but it really has opportunities for what you're talking about into 2026. Can you sort of talk to us a little bit about the rest of this year and into next year, and just where you see some of the key opportunities you want to look at?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's been a long time coming for the neurodegenerative space, for the neurology space. It's a complex one. Also, neuroimaging in neurology is a very complicated area to be in. But it's an exciting space to be in now. We see that there's biotechs that get funded. We see that pharma is now investing deeply beyond the oncology, which they may have traditionally done. And so for us as a company, after 20 years of existence, we see that this is a bit of a wave which we're riding, if you wish, now. Having said that, we've really also now equipped our platform to ride this wave and to sort of be masters of our own destiny, if you wish. And so for the coming year, do expect more wins, especially, as I mentioned, in Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, but also in that rare CNS disease. We will continue, of course, to make sure that we serve all companies that are requiring analytics in rare diseases such as Huntington's disease. And as mentioned before, that gets us back now on this path to profitability, which is very important for our shareholders as well.
Absolutely. They say it's an overnight success, 20 years in the making, so to speak. So, Bram, there you go. Good to see you again. Congratulations on the contract win. Exciting for the team, and we look forward to our next conversation. Okay.
Great. Well, thank you for having me again, Steve. Take care.
All right. Good stuff. There's Bram Gordon. He's the CEO of Ixeco.